A very good evening to all the viewers. Prati Srivastava this side presenting you Placement Trends 2020, where we are talking about hiring patterns and change technology. Today we are very excited because we are welcoming Mr. Mayank Singh, who is senior application developer taking care of everything at Oracle, that too in US. Welcome, Mayank. It's
Yeah,
entirely our privilege that we are having you here from Oracle US and you spare some time for our students and the viewers. In continuation, we'll be talking about change in technologies and what are all hiring patterns Oracle is developing for the future of us. Welcome,
uh,
Mayank. Welcome for your time.
yeah. Thank you, Prachi. The pleasure is all mine. I'm always happy to go back to Bhopal, go back to place where I belong. So it's pleasure is all mine. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and the alumnus of BITS Pilani, and yes, we all aware that your journey towards Synopsys Bangalore as an intern to senior principal application developer at Oracle, that too in US, it's a very very tough thing. So, could you please brief about how is it possible and what all challenges you have faced and what all technologies you have worked on?
Okay, sure. Yeah, basically, as I've already said, I'm from Bhopal. I was born, brought up there. I did my schooling there. I did my engineering there. And post engineering, I graduated in 2006. And when I graduated at that time, there were not too many companies or not too many uh, MNCs or big multinational companies were coming to Bhopal, at least for job and placement. There were only few certain service-based companies, those were coming, and those were also going to very specific colleges, and those were not open campuses and all. So it was a difficult time, or it was the starting time when Bhopal was getting introduced to the rest of the nation or the rest of the world, and we did not get much opportunities. Frankly speaking, I just got to sit in, I think, one or two campus interviews, and I failed. So that's how it all started, and I was fortunate to have a really good set of friends when I was in college. As soon as we graduated, even before our final year result was out, we were all in Bangalore just to make sure that, okay, we might miss a campus or two in Bhopal, but we are at a place where we will get more than what we would have got in Bhopal or any other place, because being from a computer science background, I was sure that Bangalore is the place where to be for a computer science engineer.
Yes, I
At
do
least,
have that. We all used to go there, at our times as well. So
Mhm.
there are selected cities where you can say it's a IT hub, so we have to be here,
Yes, yeah.
right?
Right now, there are multiple cities which have developed as IT places, or where a lot of companies are there. But at that time, Bangalore was the place to go if you have to. And I'm thankful to all my friends at that time who accompanied me, and actually it was their idea, uh, that okay, I should go there, or we should all go there and try to see what we could do. Once we were there, it was a struggle initially. uh, of course, you go to a new place, a new city, or a slightly new culture, you would face certain problems. I would not show this problems, but probably challenges. You face those challenges, and once you overcome those challenges, then the entire thing is yours. So once I was in Bangalore, we all studied together, discussed things together, and did a lot of things together, because of which it was easier for all of us to get into different places. Now, we are a group of 7 people who went together. Other classmates of ours joined us, but eventually it was like all those 7 people who went with me are at, like, really doing well. All are settled, everyone established, and that made sure that my journey starts on a good note. When you have company, when you have friends with you, even if you're going to a tough time, things will be good. And I think right now also, time is tough. Uh, Again, Bhopal or in general entire world would might not get too many opportunities. But uh, if people stay strong, they stay together. I think this all shall pass.
Kind of specifically for the IT sector and the UTC service sector, but still, as for Indian country, as we are talking about, getting vocal for local, also many companies are shifting their entire terminologies from China to India. So I guess right from IT sector to manufacturing sector, though time is tough, but still people will be getting more opportunities, I guess. And if we talk about this present scenario and this present year specifically, so I guess number could be less, but we cannot say that fresher hirings would be tough at this particular time as well. So, but it's still Department of Training and Placements is also striving for the same. And I guess all the corporates should also welcome all these engineer grads because they are at the learning stage, and we should focus that whatsoever be possible for them, we should focus on that. So, but continuing with the conversation, just wanted to hear from your side, like you had started as an intern. So, any specific technology you were working 10 years back?
Okay, so when we went to Bangalore initially, we we got a lot of opportunities. To be frank, companies were welcoming, most of those at least, and we got to give certain interviews, which actually made us realize where are we lacking. So once you know where you're lacking, you are able to work on those. You're able to discuss with your friends, your colleagues, or your teammates, or whoever you are with. It doesn't matter. Once you discuss, you would know what exactly are the things that you need to work on. And once you work on those, it's easy to get in. So I'll tell you my example. I always used to clear the written exam for uh, any company that I used to sit in. I, but I was always nervous, shy, or whatever you call it. I never used to clear the group discussion round. I was always getting stuck there. So initial 2 months of my job search, I was always like, okay, I'll clear the written. Okay, that's my positive. But I need to work on my GD. I need to work on my communication. I need to work on certain things which I'm lacking. I think it was just a matter of couple of months that I started clearing GDs, and it was within first 2.5 months that I had my first internship. What we call it. We were approached. We were approached for a job interview. Actually, it was a job interview. Uh, the company was Synopsys, which is a leading company in providing electronics equipments as well as silicon or design chips. So they do a lot of good electronics related stuff, and my background was computers. So basically, one tip or one side note here should be that if if the time's not good, and if you think that's the time for you to get into the market or get into a company, do not think too much at the start, because right now you're a fresher. A year or a 2 year thing in an IT company would not impact your career drastically. It might shape it in a certain way, but it's not the end of the world. That okay, if I am a computer science graduate and I get into an electronics company, I would not be able to survive, or I will not be able to progress. So don't keep that in mind, that you should not bound yourself to, okay, no, I want just this, nothing more than that, nothing less than that. That should not be the mindset, at least at this point of time. And when I okay, again, I was from a small private college in Bhopal at that point of time, and who I was competing with, because it's a very established and a really good brand, Synopsys. What they were looking for, generally they only hire IITians and NITians. They don't even go below that at any stage. But because they liked my profile, because they saw, maybe they saw what I could do. So what they did is they opened up an internship position, rather than, okay, ideally I should have been hired, but they wanted like now, people will not be sure whether they need 50 engineers 1 year from now. So they hired me as an intern, saying, okay, let's see if you're able to cope. I know we see potential in you, but we want to see whether whether you could up the bar, because as a fresh graduate, they can't test my skill set in their technology, right? So it will always be what I say, what I communicate, what my expertise are, rather than what they are looking for. So they looked the potential in me, and once they saw the potential in me, they hired me as an intern. It was a 6 months internship, which they said post internship. And when I started my internship, what I heard is, if any graduate that is coming from other than IIT or NIT, they used to have the process, entire process that followed at Synopsys was, and don't quote me on that, but it was that you have to go via the internship if you are not from an really esteemed organization. So I got in, and said 80 to 90% of the time people are getting converted to a full-time employee. So that it was not that, okay, no, once I get into internship.
Becomes a culture for them.
Yes.
Previously we can talk about 10 to 14 days years earlier. It was like a very new thing, and very few internships were introduced. But at this particular time, this is the need they are. And as far as computer science and graduates are concerned, each and every product company has this particular. We have to initiate the particular employment in the terms and conditions of the internship only. Reason being, they are also getting very practical these days, and of course, the mindset, the strategy, you won't be, judge any of the candidates just for 3 rounds. It is better to have it entire lengthy, part of the employment, and just test them how they feel, how they react, and of course, these days we are talking about their perfect attitude. So maybe you are so much of talent and everything up for you, but even you have a scholarship students about your years of education, but it's the particular thing, this has to be changed these days. So in that particular, companies are also checking up on the candidate. So internship will be the new normal, I say, this particular bracket. So that's a stick we have already introduced, like 14 to 15 brackets for our engineering category. But still, every corporate, not even a single corporate said, "Okay, we are providing full time offer to your graduates." So it is because, and it's not entire MP is following this particular as well. So I guess students are having learning platforms available for them. The students are having new technologies to learn, and of course they have to learn from the this particular bracket. Like they have to start with internship, they learn something, and they can test themselves on a particular platform. Even for example, we like you're talking about Synopsys, you're talking about Cisco, you're talking about Oracle, and all those industries or corporates they are looking for NITs or IT. I guess they also have this tendency to develop an internship portal for the engineers for the private companies as well. So they will
Yes.
fetch from there.
Yeah, and I think internship is the best thing that could happen to a student, because it's not that the corporates are benefiting from it. It's a win-win situation. Okay, say I being a computer graduate, I'm getting into an electronics company. Will I like it? I don't even know. At least in the first 6 months of my internship, I would come to know what company does. Is there a scope for me? Is there something in the company for me? And on the other side, yes, for companies also, it's like, is there something in this guy for me? So
Right.
it's always a win-win situation.
And that's a two-way procedure where you have a potential to explore, and it has the potential to judge you on that particular basis.
Yes.
And I have heard that corporates has also looking to create profiles. It is not particular like you have joined like an intern, like a system engineer, system engineer, application developer, or you can say developer in the various languages. But company has always initiated this particular format, like complete in this particular tenure, and will be getting fetched more or less. For example, won't be able to perform a better for some or the other manner. They have all the chance to change their profile and switch to a different platform. So I guess to challenges we can say like students in the sector of to explore these things. So,
Yes.
Mayank, we were just wanted to hear from your side, like, AI and ML will be the computer science, we can say the skill set we are looking for. So, is this possible that the graduates, whether it's private engineering college or something, they can start with their, very fresh employment in these skill sets?
Okay. To be frank, if you are trying to go via ML, AI, these kind of technology, these are high-end technologies, require a lot of research, requires a lot of uh, dedication and things that you put into a software. I personally don't feel when you join a company or when you apply for a company, they would have a specific skill set or a specific role for you in the mind. They'll be looking at you as a new person who they will mold how they feel is right. So if you say no, I just want to go for artificial intelligence, or I want to just go for robotics or blockchain or any of the latest technologies, company would first want to test you in something that has been existing for long. They will want to test you in your core, what you had been doing. So you've spent already your 4 years in doing something. Now they would be more keen on knowing what exactly you did in these 4 years. Have you mastered at least one subject that you studied? You are studying like 5 subjects every semester. Are you mastering at least one? How good are you at problem solving? The, any interview you go, it cannot go without problem solving. You have to get into a mode wherein you have to impress them. And how do you impress them? You have to show something exceptional in you. For you to be able to get into an interview, and even for that matter, for you to be able to get into a place where they are interested in you, you have to show them a certain skill set, and those skill set have to come from you. Nobody can tell you that okay, you go for machine learning or you go for AI or you go for this. Any technology might excite you to start with. Okay, this is the current trend coming in, but when you get in, you might not get into that. Don't be discouraged with or disappointed with what you don't get. I, as a computer graduate, got into an electronics company. I did not knew much, but when I got in, I realized that okay, these guys are still working on computers. These guys are still working on coding. That's when they hired me. That's what they saw in me. And you cannot decide. To be frank, you cannot decide where you'll go. It'll be it only a baby step in process. Even if you decide, okay, I want to go for AI, and a company promises you, say one company comes in and it promises you that yes, you'll be working on an AI project, because they might have got an AI project which they need some developers, they'll be leads and you'll be working with them. What happens if the client takes out the project? Where are you? You can't control that. At least right now in these kind of situations, a lot of projects are being shut down. What do we do? Right? So you have to choose things wisely. You can choose the industry. Maybe you can choose the IT industry or a electronics industry or a civil industry or mechanical. You choose your industry. Maybe do that. But to be frank, give it a chance. Don't just no, I am from computer science. How can I go to a mechanical job? Right now, for IT and CS to be specific, because those are my branches, you can get into anything. Each and every job in this world right now involves IT or CS in some way. Nothing's there without a mobile, nothing's there without a computer. Everything you do, you have to get onto a computer or a mobile or do something. People to people interaction was the best mode of communication, I know, but because of the situation and because of the things which are right now, technology is the way to go. And it had been the way to go for some time, but because of all these things that are going in, uh, be rest assured, computers, IT, and for that matter every field, whichever are the fields which are thriving or which were thriving. It's not that because of this pandemic or because of COVID-19 everything's gonna crash. Things will slow down, it will be fine. Maybe if you're graduating immediately, like within next, or you just graduated, or if you're graduating in next 1 year, there might be a slowdown, but it's not that you don't have options. For smart people, for intelligent people, for people who can do things and who can get things done, for them there'll always be, and I literally mean it, there'll always be scope for you. You cannot go, if your mind's sharp, if you can do, if something's asked from you, it doesn't matter how you get it done. If you can get things done, there's scope for you. So that's how things will be. And I would still say, and it's my personal opinion, don't go for these high tech technologies. You might not even have the enough information. Okay, you're searching online. Okay, AI has been there for some time, but you might not even have the infrastructure, or you might not even have things needed to scale on that level. You might do small projects. Yes, I accept that. It's really appreciated. It's really nice. A company sees that, will really like it. They'll give you a thumbs up. They'll say, yes, we are interested in you. But that's not all companies. If you are doing, say, uh, if you are doing robotics, a regular IT company might not be even interested in that project of yours. Do something what companies want. I would say start with what your core subjects are. If you are good at your core subjects, company would be still interested in you. If you are, if you're doing your curriculum subjects well, learn data structures. Data structures is something, if you're getting into an IT or a CS job, you would always be judged based on your algorithms, your data structure skills. You'll always be judged based on how you think. Critical thinking, those kind of things are really important. You cannot just say that no, MI is the way to go. One more thing is be positive. It's not end of the world. That one pandemic has come. There had been several in past. You cannot just get disappointed because of that. Just keep doing what you do. Concentrate. Think. What are the things which I'm doing? Are they okay? Are they right? Discuss is the really important thing. If you discuss things with yourself, first do it with yourself. If you do it with yourself, then you can discuss it with your teammates or your colleagues or your fellow students or your teachers, faculties. Talk to your seniors, how they got into the IT companies or how they got into different industries. Their experience will help you not to do mistakes what they did. If they did some mistake, maybe you should you think, yeah, okay, everyone's doing this, everyone's going for an IT job. No, you can one day decide that, okay, no, I want to start my own company, or no, I just want to do a small thing which will help a certain set of people. Do that. That, who knows, if you start a small company or start doing a small thing right now, 10 years from now or 5 years from now, maybe Google, Facebook, and Microsoft are fighting to buy your company. That's what is happening, right? These new companies are getting formed every day. And with these new companies getting formed, what is happening is new tech companies or the established tech companies, if they are not able to, and if they see some idea, they buy idea. They don't buy things.
Can
Uh,
easily do this on WhatsApp and Facebook. Like,
yeah,
but
yeah,
particularly you have developed a particular product which was not in trend those days, but once it will be on floor and it was liked by a number of people, and Facebook easily captured the same. So yes, this is so very
yeah, yeah. One more thing I wanted to say to students: don't go for money. Money is not. Money should not be your priority right now. whatever you're putting in your education right now, it's an investment. Whatever you are putting into doing certifications, that's the place you should be investing in. It's really early in your career. In fact, it hasn't even started. It's just one step that you have taken to do an engineering or an MBA or whichever field you're doing. Don't don't just uh, think that okay, I'm done here. I'll be successful after this. You have to understand that once you get into an IT company, then also it's not the end of career. I've seen drastic career changes that people have done because of their choices, because of what they liked, or because of what they did not like in their first career opportunity. So don't think too much at this point. At least at this point, think. I'm not saying, but grab what you get. First thing is you have to grab what you get. Unless you grab what you get, maybe you would never get what you wanted. And I don't mean to demotivate any students. If you have a will, if you want, you would always get into wherever you want to. But it's like, don't don't put too much stress or strain on yourself. You be positive and leave it to rest of the things to happen, because you can only decide a certain number of things for yourself. I would also say, for at least the engineering graduate students, that okay, you are graduating, but if your financial conditions allow, or if your family can support you, continue to invest in your career, continue to invest in education, go for higher education. Okay, maybe there could be certain cases. Okay, the job market or the IT could be exactly same how it was last year or last to last year, but believe it or not, there'll be some impact. Assume that the companies are not hiring at all. That could be the worst, right? Let's start with the worst. So none of the companies are hiring, not even internship. What do you do? If your family is supportive, or if your family has some investments, why don't you go for a higher education? You've just done a graduation. To me, you should do a post graduation. That that too. Okay, you've done your engineering from a private college. Yes, Systech is doing really good. They had been doing good for their students. They're doing these kind of seminars which are helping students. But Systech cannot get uh, everything done for you. Yes, you took admission there. But what you have to do is you have to help yourself think about it, what I want to do. Yes, if you're just an engineering graduate, you would be seen as, okay, one set A. If you're a postgraduate, you would be set as second level, right? You've enhanced your education, like you do a certification. There are two people who I'm interviewing. Consider that there are two interviews I'm taking. One person has done engineering. One person has done engineering, plus he has graduated. He's also done a couple of certifications. I would be more inclined. Not, I have not met them. Even before meeting them, I'll just looking at the resume. I can see A and I can see A plus B. Obviously, I would prefer to go for A plus B. When I'm interviewing, okay, even before going for the interview, my mind is kind of inclined towards one guy, right? So if my mind is inclined towards a guy, even if the guy is not, maybe even if the guy is not saying something, I might be trying to read between his mind, fill him in, because I know he has done things. If you have done a higher education, people see you differently. When I did my engineering, I was seen as A. But when I did my post graduation from BITS, I did my post graduation from BITS Pilani after I graduated from engineering. So after I did post graduation, that helped. Okay, prepare for GATE. If you want to prepare for a technical, you want to stay technical throughout your life, prepare for GATE. I did attempt GATE. I did not clear. But what that GATE studies did, it really helped me in my curriculum. Data structures was starting in my college at that time. That was my subject in my fifth or sixth semester. Uh, and I had already cleared all my concepts because I was planning to prepare gates, because that's a really important subject when you are trying to go for a gate or something. If you're preparing for MBA, you think you could go to the management line. Start preparing for MBA. You can give CAT, you can give n number of other exams. If you give those exams, you are helping yourself for the interview. Even if you don't, I did not clear gate. What did that do? There's no harm. I invested some money that was lost. But what I realized later is that money was not lost. It really helped me score better grades in my engineering. It really helped me to solve, in fact, for that matter, uh, when I was doing my gate preparation, there was a very classic problem. I think it is still one, the star pattern. You ask people to write algorithm and make a triangle of stars, and using the loops, multiple loops, one loop, two loop, three loops. Those kind of problems would come, and they'll ask you to make a triangle, right angle triangle, or those kind of things. That problem I did learned during studies of my data structures. Okay, I went ahead and coded it in C or C++, but that helped me crack my synopsis interview. So what I was studying for GATE helped me clear an interview for synopsis, because uh, in the interview, what they asked me was, is this? I gave them a solution, and they asked, is this the only solution, or is this the best solution? I said, this is not the only solution. This is the solution that I studied. Okay. Then they asked, can you improvise this code? So basically, it was an one-on-one interview, and I had a whiteboard behind me, and he asked me, okay, take a pen, write the logic. So basically, those kind of things will happen. You do invest at one place, that will benefit in you in some other. And the interviewer, I would not say he was strict, but he was looking for what he wanted. So he made me write the same program at least 5 to 6 times in 5 to 6 different ways, improving the performance in each step, because that was their goal. They were trying to hire me or look for me, that can I improve what is existing? And if I can, and because I, and it does not matter. So, okay, go read, go study, go practice, do whatever, enhance your skills, enhance your mind. It's not that, okay, I'm giving an interview. Interviewer asks a question and I had studied it. Yes, there will be questions which you have studied and which you'll answer. But the interviewer is smart enough to know, okay, this problem, this guy gave me so quickly. It's not possible. He has studied it or he knew about it. He'll go to the next problem. He'll keep going. He'll keep coming at you until he finds a problem which you don't know. What will you do now? Okay, you can say, I don't know this problem. Okay, but that's not end of the road for you. You have to try. He might say, okay, I know you haven't done this problem. Are you willing to try? If you're willing to try, that shows that yes, you are someone who's not afraid of breaking the boundaries, trying new things, do something that you don't know. And if you do those kind of things, maybe they're still interested in you, even though whatever they're looking for is not in you. There are people who will just go by what your knowledge is or what you can learn. They see your future. They don't see what you are right now. They see what you can do. Also, there are people who are uh, fine about it. Okay, what you studied is what you know. It does not matter that, okay, you need to learn something that we are hiring you for. That's not the right thing. That's not the right attitude. At least in my company, when I take an interview, if I'm taking an interview for Java, if the person has not worked in Java, but and he's a graduate, it's not that I expect him to have like 5 years experience for a job of a fresher. He needs to be at a stage wherein he can describe me the problem. He can give me a solution. He hasn't worked on that solution ever, but he can give me ideas, inputs. Those are really important. And again, going back to the first initial part of this, that do think higher education as your option. Do not just get, okay, I am done by doing my engineering. Even after doing engineering, I did my post graduation. I still have to study. I cannot just go and do or keep doing new things or keep doing nice to have kind of a things. Uh, if I'm not studying,
Right.
today you are learning ML, tomorrow something else will come, but you are not prepared for it. You have to study, you have to keep reviving yourself. But what I would still say is concentrate on your basics. If your basics are right, you can do anything.
And Mang, that's why I guess the major corporates or the IT sector has now, offering their master plan towards career development cell as well. Because, for example, a BTech fresher is getting, graduate from a particular college, and suppose they join some IT sector companies or product companies. These companies, after a while, are offering you a particular skill set, and they are offering them MS also and master top institutes of engineering as well to pursue their MTech courses in a particular field which is related to your projects or related to a particular skill set which is company looking for. So this importance of masters is getting into the corporates itself, and the trend has already going on.
Oh
So
no, the
yes.
trend has been there. The trend has been there from I would say 2006 7 when I got into okay, I did got into Synopsys, but within 2 months of getting into Synopsys, I was continuing to give interviews because maybe somewhere back in my mind I thought that okay, maybe this is not a place for me. So I continued to give interviews. I got into Oracle. I got into Oracle in 2006. Once I got in, I went there, I studied, I started performing. Within 2 years, 2008 or 9, end of 2008, is when I started looking for opportunities. As in, I was looking for what do I do? Should I quit my job and do a post graduation? 2009, my company was willing to sponsor me. So my entire master's uh, fees was paid by my employer. Oracle paid for it. It's their policy. If you get into any company, almost all companies will have a higher education policy wherein you could take either a break from your job, go full time, do it, or certain organizations like even IIM Bangalore, they have options of weekend classes. So you work for 4.5 day and take one and a half day every week, go study at IIM, and at the end of your 1 year or 2 years you get a postgraduate degree. IISc does that, even BITS Pilani does it. So what I did was, yes, I was planning to quit and go to MS, but my company provided me a platform wherein I could stay with the organization and do my masters. I did
And
that.
14
Why not
years.
grab that?
Yeah, and
Sorry.
you have invested good 14 years in that and still learning. That's a very, very, rare thing to see. And this particular age, and you have good 14 years of experience on a particular one single company. It's hats off to you, man. Like,
Yeah.
and
That's not entirely true, Prachi. Actually, I have,
the journey.
as I said, Synopsys. I worked for a couple of months there, so Oracle was not kind of my first company. And then after around 2014, I did move out of Oracle for uh, say around 8 9 months. So I was out of Oracle and I joined back. But yes, any other place that I've worked, it's
Yes,
less than a year. It's less than a year, and I've been here all this long. So you're right, but like if you go by like technically, are you right? Okay.
yeah, okay. If we break your journey for 9 months also, where it's the time you have spent over there, and of course your technologies has been changing, and you, believe in learning. So I guess that's what senior principal developer out there. So any specific skill set you have in this, principal learning and everything, which you are doing at present, specific job you want to talk about?
Yeah. See, again, when you get into a company, you don't 60% or 80% of the time you don't know what skill set you're getting into. Generally, these campus interviews which happen,
Yeah,
they'll
you can
they'll do
recommend.
a mass hiring kind of, and
Right.
depending on how the interviewer has rate you, or maybe after you get in you'll have a test or something, and depending on that they'll put you into respective fields. It's not that if you're putting into mainframes, which is like a really really old technology, is not a good domain. Because it's a really really old technologies, it's established, and maybe you might not be able to excel, or there might not be too many opportunities, but people who are working in that domain, they are the experts, and you would be sitting right next to an expert and learning way faster than what you will be maybe doing with an ML engineer who is also learning along with you, right?
Right.
So those kind of things are there. At least for now, I would say practice. You all speak to your like all the students would be speaking to their parents. If they are not living with their parents at this moment, they'll be doing video calls. They'll be, so like we are talking now. This is the way how the interviews will happen in future. You'll have a Skype call, because and the advantage that people of Bhopal or people of tier 2 cities have is, previously they had to go to Bangalore or Pune or Chennai or Delhi or Mumbai to get close to the IT companies so that they can give interviews. If obviously if they are not selected via the campus is the best thing that can happen to a student, but that saves you some struggle. But struggle is also part of life. If you don't struggle in your if you get through your campus interviews, you might struggle later when you're trying to switch your job. So you basically what you have to do is you have to get into a schedule, practice what you do. Maybe when you're, say I'm speaking to you right now, maybe if I were to speaking like this to my colleagues or my parents when I was doing my engineering or post my engineering, maybe my skill set would have been slightly more different, or I would have been more confident to start with. Maybe it would not have even taken me a month or 2 months to get into group discussion rounds. So I'm doing a video conferencing with Mayank and you. Now, what does that mean? Basically, I can think of it as like, okay, two people are interviewing me at this moment. I'm sitting. Okay, how do I sit? How do I talk? Maybe where should my hands be? All these things would also matter. Okay, one thing is, okay, technical person who comes in will be looking at your technical skills. 95 or 99% of the companies will also have a manager round or an HR round. I know you've cleared your technicals.
And
You
you have way
mostly,
to check in the
yes,
managerial role. Yes,
yes.
yes,
So
happened.
what manager would be doing? He'll not look at your technical skills. HR would not be looking at you as a technical person. They'll look as you people. What can this person do? I have seen examples where I have rated A to a candidate, and another person has come in and I've rated him B. So this is my first choice. This is my second choice. HRs or managers may go for choice B. They might not go for choice A. Why? Because this person A, he's done great in his life. I'm just, maybe he's not a fresh graduate, but he's excelled really well in his life. But he might not be a team player. A single person, if you have one single soldier on the border, he cannot save. If there is an army of tanks and fighter pilots and all coming, one soldier cannot save you. You need that soldier should not go and start shooting at the border and try to kill how many ever enemies he can. That's not the way to go about it. He has to act as a team player. He has to go back, report to his base. There is an army coming in. If he dies before saying that there is an army coming in, we have lost half the battle. You have to work as a team, and that might be a slightly bad example, but
No, no,
if you cannot if you cannot work as a team, you might not be able to grow.
Right.
In most of the service-based organizations, after a certain level, they will expect you to lead. If you cannot lead, you might not be able to grow. You might be able to grow, but your growth would be really, really slow. So always try to see if you can do group projects. Don't try to like, okay, I am the most technical person in this group. I can get everything done. Let others just get benefited. Or for others also, if there is one smart guy in your group, he's doing everything. Don't let that happen. See where you can contribute. Maybe you can contribute in documentation. It's not a bad thing. Right now, documentation, the way things look,
Yeah,
yeah,
the perception, the overall outlook of a particular project is also very important.
yes. And you might not be good at say code, you might be good at designing. You might design something. uh, no one wants to go to IRCTC. At least I've not gone to IRCTC in past years because I was not in India. But when I was in Bangalore, it was a challenge. At least in around 2008, 2010, 2012 times, it was a challenge to book a Tatkal ticket. It was a challenge to book a ticket from Bangalore to Bhopal because there were no direct flights. So you have to go by either Rajdhani, Sampark Kranti, or some kind of trains. So it was a challenge. There will be like five people sitting next to each other trying to get onto IRCTC and book your train tickets. But now, if there are flights, if there are readily available options, people go for that. You do not want to fight with something which is not cooperating, right? So IRCTC might have improved. I'm not saying that they're still bad, but uh, just giving
I
an
guess
example that
we need to change that particular platform as well. And still, for you're looking for some websites and online platforms. So I need that you have that particular capability for computer science or IT graduate for some online transaction and everything. So he might be able to pop up this particular thing like I should punch all these details or not. You have to be very logical from mind, and you could be in a position to read all these uh, the online. So I guess yes, you were very correct in saying that experience matter. Whenever you are learning all these new skill set, uh, two things should be there: one, to handle a client's and to handle their objection as well as their presentation up for the particular requirements. So to understand their requirements and to deliver as per their targets is understand. So, Mayank, very fortunate that you have spared some time and you're sitting at the US and you're connected to my people. Even you to most of the places you are reading their minds as well. Of course, what all technologies discussions you have, people are doing that particular thing only in their particular projected life. I can talk about if specifically placement and scenario and of course, yes, you said you have learned the fundamentals are very necessary and whatever outdated technology you have done be the expert of that because time may go but that technology will focus only the expertise. So it's a connect to you as well as thank you to us those who are connected with us since last 15 watching this placement event 2020 where we have elaborated right from computer science, mechanical, electronics, electrical, and civil engineering out there, including pharmacy and management studies. I like to, deliver this particular point of time that being a placement officer, I see the market and we are talking to experts and SaaS they are saying one particular thing, right? Opportunities are not less in the market, but their competition will be on charge. And once you will be preparing yourself for that your attitude comes first and start learning, start explore things. You be the expert on some technology, and yes, they will hire you. So it will be for freshers, and nothing to worry about. Thank you, all the viewers. Thank you, Mayank. Thank you, Mr. Nema, for joining us today.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mayank,
Prachi.
for information.
Thank you, Nima. Yeah, thank you. And feel free to get in touch. I can provide more resources. People, the students should do not stress or do not go under too much pressure. They should relax. They should calm down. If you're not calm, you cannot do things.
Right.
And yeah, there are various resources you can create. People know nowadays, students know everything. You have LinkedIn profile, you can create Naukri profile, create a separate email so that you have priority attention to those kind of things. You can do a number of things, and opportunities are not less. With this COVID, opportunities are increasing. Just
Right.
believe me, maybe they have slowed down, but they slowed down for a reason. They're gonna start back really, really well. Prepare
Right.
yourself for the opportunity to come. All the best and stay safe, stay healthy.
Thanks
Thank
a
you so
lot.
much.
Awesome
Thank
session
you.
with you. Thanks, viewers.